What's going on, folks? Back here, same stuff, but we got a 12 team PPR from the 12 spot, tail end, right? You're not going to be getting the first four picks. You're going to be getting the tail end, but you get two in a row. So your second is basically first. Settings, we got one quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, one tight end, one flex, one kicker, one defense, six bench spots. Don't draft a kicker defense. If you're not subscribed, subscribe for more. Comment any fantasy questions. I'll answer them. Let's get it started. I'm going to go through strategy and reasoning of why I'm making my picks. Uh, yeah, all right. Draft board: Jamar Chase, Puka, Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, JSN, Taylor, Amon-Ra, Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Drake London, who just got money, and we're up. Okay, we're in a high drafted. Looking at the running backs, Genty, he's gonna get the ball a lot. I just don't think he has that like ceiling for me. Um, Achan, I think it's gonna be a little shaky since Tua isn't there anymore. They got Malik Willis. Not a big fan. I don't think anyone is, unless you're a new Dolphins fan. Chase Brown, he could pop off. Cook, I think he could pop off too. Hampton, he could pop off. Saquon could have a comeback. I think he will, but not like anything crazy. And then K9, love that. Chiefs, come on, man. Patrick Mahomes, I think I think he's going to be a great pick this year. Wide receivers looking at, there's Nico with the Texans. I'm not a big Stroud guy, but, Nico gets it done. I'm just loving the amount of targets he gets. Nice streak. We'll see how he could do. Is that like a first round pick to me right now? I'm not really loving it. I think I would prefer someone like AJ Brown over Nico. He's just a target hog, and he wants the ball, and that's what's going to happen in New England. Um, I'm really my first pick is going to be Hampton. Great offensive line. You didn't really see it last season. They were dealing with an injury, and then they drafted Joe Alt. I think Rashawn Slater was the injury, but they're locked and loaded now. I think this is the year everything is going to click together. I'm really excited for Hampton. I'm drafting him. I think he has a chance to be a top three running back. Oh, top three is crazy. Gibbs and Bijan are going to be one and two. If McCaffrey's healthy, he's going to be three. But you know what? I think Hampton's going to do so good that he could pass McCaffrey, as crazy as that sounds, only because I think load management, they might give the ball less to McCaffrey. That I could see Hampton sneaking into the top three. So that's why I took him. Second pick. Now I'm trying to debate if I want to go AJ Brown, Nico, or another running back. I know running backs are going to go off the board. I'm confident in waiting and drafting more running backs later as it goes on. For example, if K9 or someone fell to me, that would be great. I think there's a chance someone falls to me, hopefully. And for me at least, I think there's a teardrop. I think AJ Brown has the chance to do something special in New England. So Chase Brown, let's look at those are some nice numbers. Their defense did get a little better though. He's going to be solid. I think I'm gonna take AJ Brown. I'm confident that he's gonna do good. I'm gonna take AJ Brown. All right. Achan, Nico, Cook, Neighbors, Rice, Genty, Barkley, Pickens, K9. You have to call Kenneth K9. Trey McBride, Olave, Chase Brown, Jeremiah Love, Derrick Henry, Ted McMillan, Brock Bowers, Brees Hall, McConkey, Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board. Devonta Smith, I think he's going to be a nice pick too. Josh Jacobs, Drake May, and we're back up. We're back. All right. I kind of only like Josh Allen first three rounds. Otherwise, I like to just wait on a quarterback because even if I take one now, you're telling me I'm getting a quarterback in the third, and the same round as Josh Allen. That's not happening. I want to wait and get a discount on my quarterback. Josh Allen's gonna destroy every other quarterback. Kyron, third round, running back. Obviously, the guys I wanted didn't get to me. Even Jacobs could have been nice. They left. They left. They're on different teams. Um, I think Garrett Wilson here has a great chance to get a lot of targets. I think Zay Flowers too could be really solid. Um, and Kyron, I think Kyron could be pretty good too. With Matthew Stafford, you could just get touchdowns, dude. That's what happens. It's a great offense. You're seeing all green right here. Um, the question is, I'm between Zay Flowers, Wilson, and Kyron. I'm definitely going to take Wilson with one of them, but I'm trying to see if I value Kyron over them more. Uh, the Bengals could be better this year. T. Higgins gets hurt sometimes. Um, I just know Wilson's going to be peppered with targets. Zay Flowers, you know what? I'll say the one thing about him, he gets a lot of targets, but it's nothing crazy. And you know what? His highest scoring touchdown season is 5. Hopefully he breaks that this year for him. But I think I would rather go with Kyron and Garrett Wilson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're talking about 10 touchdowns. And then here we're talking about like just 4 through these 6 games. And if Zay Flowers' is career high is 5, I'm just not loving that really. And I'm loving the targets. So give me I'm trying to see who I prefer. Let's say I had one pick and I had to choose one person. I think it really depends on who you like. If there's a running back and you're like, hey, I'm confident in this guy, I'm gonna get him. Otherwise, Garrett Wilson. I love Garrett Wilson with Gino. If I'm picking one though, hmm, if I'm picking one, I think I'm picking. Oh, this is tough. Just such a good offense. Getting that running backs kind of thin out. I would, I would probably take at the moment. Gino's there, man. It's tough. I'd probably take Garrett. I think there's a higher ceiling. I think the targets are there. I think Corum coming in. So yeah, but we're gonna take Garrett and Kyron. We're gonna take both of them. See, like the decisions like that. That's why you got to mock because you got to really be prepared for it. So Loveland, I think that's too early. I'm not buying in on the Loveland hype a lot. And what I mean by that is why, like, I wouldn't want to go for Loveland in the 4th when you can get Tyler Warren in the 5th. Uh, Luther Burden's a stud. Rome's still there. We will see, how Loveland does. We're going to look at it. I'm not trying to edit the pick, dog. I'm not trying to do that. All right. But anyways, guy gets a lot of targets, and near the end of the year, he really popped off. But like I said, I'd rather have Warren in the 5th or wait. Because then you can get someone like a Buka, like Zay Flowers, like a dog. McLaurin gonna pop off this year. Loveland, Buka, Etienne, Higgins, Hurts, Flowers, Javante Williams, Lamar Jackson, Burden, Waddle, McLaurin, Burrow, Watson, Evans, dog. Scattaboo, Jameson Williams, he needs to do something. Devontae Adams, Tootin, he's climbing up my ranks. I think he's going to be the number 1 running back with C-Rod getting the foot injury or like foot surgery. He's healthy, but he had a foot surgery over the summer. Tyler Warren, Henderson, Irving, and Tate. Now we're back up. I think Irving gets a lot too. That's someone I'm not drafting at all. We got 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. We're very, we're spread out. We could pick any position really. In a 12 team, you don't need to get one quarterback or one tight end really. You just got to see where the value is. In 10 team, you should be getting one, maybe 2, but I'd probably say 1. All right. Jaden Daniels in the fifth. That seems like pretty good value. All the games he plays, guys, he's just dominating. He's doing great. Do I want to wait on quarterback though? I think in the sixth round I would pull the trigger. I like what they're doing. I think they're going to be a good offense. This is good value. Sixth round. Okay, Joe Burrow basically went in the fourth. That is a like you're telling me I can get Jaden Daniels 3 rounds later than Allen. I'll take that. But is there any running backs we're in love with here? No, there isn't. He is suffering now because Miles Garrett's gone. They will be behind in every game. They'll be, Dylan Sampson's going to be in a lot. Um, Swift, Monungai's young. He's coming up. Caleb has a Madden curse, but I'm just not a big DeAndre Swift guy. But regardless, I still think he's going to do great. And I already have two running backs, so I kind of want to wait another round to see if, Chuba falls or, I can get someone like Rashad White, dog. I might play a little riskier running back. Let's look at the wide receivers. DJ Moore, um, he's been solid. He just hasn't had that jump. And with the Bills, I feel like I never know which wide receiver to start. Marvin Harrison upsides there. Jacoby Brissett starting. I like him. I like him as an upside shot. And I think I would take the upside shot. But I'm trying to see if there's another wide receiver that I'm really obsessing over here, and there's not. I think Pittman will fall to me. I think he's going to be the Steelers' one. So I think I'm going to take the upside shot with Harrison, and then running back wise, I'm going to get Hubbard because I'd rather take Hubbard than any of these guys. So I'm going to take Marvin Harrison, and if he sucks, guys. You have to take risks, right? Like George Pickens was in the fifth round in drafts last year, and I drafted him, and guess what he did? He dominated. So there's going to be guys that hop up that do great, and if you're the third overall draft pick, you're going to do good. I also like him because he's going to be healthy compared to Michael Wilson, because whenever they're on the field, Michael Wilson doesn't do good. But if he's not on the field, Michael Wilson's going to ball. So we're going to draft Marvin Harrison, and we're going to draft Chuba Hubbard. Brooks is there. Brooks might get some carries. He might be the pass catcher. He's good. He gets hurt a lot, yeah. Look, if Brooks does good, he could take this job over. But regardless, Chuba's still going to be getting some carries, and he's going to be there to, have the bulk in the beginning of the season. They paid him a lot of money. I don't see Brooks taking it over soon, and knock on wood, I don't see that happening. But Brooks got injured, you know, every year. But regardless, Chuba's good, so I'll gladly take Chuba on my team. All right. Sutton. Oh my God, we didn't even take Daniels, guys. What are we doing? Uh, yeah, we didn't. Yeah, so I should have took Daniels. Note that I should have took Daniels, and now every team has a quarterback. So now we're gonna wait till the very end. That's a mistake on me, but regardless, we have depth, and we're gonna capitalize off that. Actually, look, can I edit? Yeah, wait. So yeah, I'm gonna edit. Yeah, I'm gonna redo that. Yeah, wow, technology's great. All right, so going back to this, do I want Chuba or do I want Marvin Harrison Jr.? Um, I already feel great with my two running backs, so I think I'd rather take the upside shot on Marvin Harrison. We know what Chuba is. I think he's gonna do good, but give me the upside shot. We're gonna take Marvin Harrison and we're gonna take Jaden Daniels. Great, great, great. All right, Sutton, Fannin, Caleb Williams, Adunze, Judkins, Prescott, David Montgomery, DJ Moore, Justin Herbert, Swift, Price, Pierce, Lawrence, Hubbard, Harvey, ugh, Mahomes, Stevenson, Pittman, dang, Monungai, Warren, Dart, Dowdle, we're up. What do we need? We need a tight end, and we need some running backs and wide receivers. Uh, I think Kraft, Pitts, Laporta, dogs, but I want to get some more depth. I will punt until the end of the draft. Kittle's right there. Why would I not take him every single draft, guys? He's projected to start week 1 now, and there's also some great names that could, pop off, do better. Don't need to take a tight end right now. Let's get some depth. Any running backs I like here? Aaron Jones is basically the starter, and he's going pretty late. If you're a team that has one running back through a lot of the first rounds and you need a second one late, he's a perfect guy. We don't need that though because we have two. So we're not going to get him. Corum could be a nice handcuff to Kyren if you have Kyren. I don't think Quorum's going to take anything from Kyren, but worst case, he's going to get some carries. And if Kyren ever went down and you want security, you take him. Rachaad White, I believe, is a great pick. I'm pissed that Pittman got taken. I really am. And DK's still here, so other people are seeing it too. Godwin, Tyson, these could all be good values, guys. I like Samson, I told you. Rachaad White, Corum, Godwin. Godwin's going to do solid. At this point, who do I have on my team? Harrison's the upside shot. Godwin's solid always. Didn't do too crazy, but now Evans is gone. And they have some younger guys. Oh man. Is there any wide receivers that could fall? Possibly Jacoby. I'm not a big Parker Washington guy. Too many heads. Go into the comments. Tell me why you think Parker Washington's going to do great. I know he's popping off at the end of the year, guys, but Jacoby Myers came in. They were giving him targets. Regardless, though, I'm a little off Jacoby now, too. There's so many heads there. They got Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter. They got tight ends. And there's a tight end by the name of Tanner Koziel. 6'7". I'm not doing it. He is a dog. I guarantee you they're going to try to run, 2 tight end sets more. They're just going to get tight ends involved. Brenton Strange. Get Trevor Lawrence if you want a part of the Jaguars wide receivers. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to draft Rachaad White with one of my picks. Jacoby Krosky-Merritt's there, but he's the pass catcher. He's been a top running back before. There's no say that Jacoby Krosky-Merritt is going to get a lot of play, but regardless, I'd love to have Rachaad White. I think he's solid and consistent. So give me Rachaad. And then I think here I have to go with Chris Godwin just because Evans is gone. He's done it before, and he's, it's just safe. I have the risky play in Harrison. Let me get the safe in Godwin. Boom. All right. So Pollard, Gainwell, Corum, Aaron Jones, Brian Thomas, Dobbins. Dobbins, great pick. I think I forgot about him. I think I would still have taken Rachaad White over him, though, because I don't like how there's that many running backs. But if it really thins out and he's last resort, I don't treat it as last resort. He's good. Tyson, Metcalf. Tyson's not bad, too. Metcalf, Parker Washington, Krosky-Merritt, Michael Wilson, Myers, Algier, Lemon, Downs, Brooks, Reed, Pearsall, Connor, Chris Rodriguez, Tracy, Woody Marks, and we're up. Still need a tight end. We got 3 running backs that I like. Is there a 4th running back that wants to be a part? I like Samson. I could see if he falls to me though. But we really only have 3 running backs, so we would need to make a move if we want another one. And then there's some wide receivers here. Quentin Johnston. We get 2 picks in a row. These are pretty clear to me. I'll take Quentin Johnston, number 1 as my 5th wide receiver. And then I like Dylan Sampson a lot. I think that's a safe pick. I think it's a safe running back. And I'm going to take him too. Call me crazy, but I know what my team has now. I have 4 running backs that I could last the whole season, and obviously watch the waiver wire. We'll see if some wide receivers fall. Wandale, Mason, Addison, Worthy, Casey Concepcion, don't do it. Kraft, Golden, Laporta, Dobbs, Spears, Pitts, the tight ends are going. Sharps, Shakir, Jaden Higgins, Jonah Coleman, Keaton Mitchell, Diggs. You could look out. I like when people take free agents, got to see what team they end up on. Dallas Goedert, Braylon Allen, Coker, Judy, Kamara, and we're up. Okay, we don't have a tight end. It might be a good round to take one. And by that, I mean like take Kittle right now. I'm happy with my running backs. It's kind of dead anyways over here. Is there any wide receivers that I'm obsessed with? If I'm being honest, no, there isn't. I think I would rather go double tight end here because the flex value, it's interesting. You already know who I'm taking, guys. It's Kittle and it's Kelsey. 1-2. Might be Kelsey's last year. I think Mahomes might be on the bounce back. I think it's okay to do in this situation just because they're really solid players, and I don't like any of the wide receivers. I think Mitchell has some appeal. I like Boston as a wide receiver, just the Browns. It's a mess. Uh, yeah. So if Mitchell falls, that could be something to look at. And I like Tebow down here. I like potentially Hayuk if he was on the Commanders. I like Flournoy, whatever. And even sprinkle some Tesla in later. So we're going to take Kittle and we're going to take Kelsey. All right. Trey Benson, Ferguson, Andrews, Hunter, Pacheco, Shaheed, Purdy, Kincaid, Blakely, Love, Texans, Wilson, Brian Robinson, Bigsby, Emma Johnson, Mike Washington, Ray Davis, Sean Tucker, Brenton Strange, Gadsden, Baker Mayfield, Juwan Jennings, and we're up 3 more picks. We already have 4 running backs. Is there any that strong appeal? He could potentially get some run. He's a rookie. He might take over Jacory Crosby-Merritt, and I have Rachaad White, which would be great because bearing an injury, that could be a great pick for me too. Wide receivers, Adonai Mitchell's here. They could draw up plays for him. I just don't see myself starting him realistically, and there's still the Jets. Because you got to think about your team. You got to think about, can I actually start this player? Luckily for me, I think I'd rather start both of these tight ends over him. So I think I'm gonna go Katron Allen with the first pick, dart throw, and I could go Debo to see what team he ends up being on. I could go Jalen McMillan, bearing a Godwin injury. I'm gonna go with Debo, guys. I'm not messing around. No, all right. These are all defenses in Aubrey. Might be good to get Aubrey. If you guys, look at your scoring settings of kickers, whatever. Vidal right here. And yeah, so last pick. Ooh, yeah, I like Ryan Flournoy. I think Adonai's there though. Look, if Pickens or Lamb gets hurt, he's going to be some really good value. I think for this draft purposes though, and Singleton's been getting more carry. That could potentially be another dart throw too. I'm actually going to go Singleton. I've been hearing it more. Rookie has the juice. See what happens. So I'll take Singleton. I like Claiborne too. So yeah, but hey man, this is a great team. Jaden Daniels, Hampton, Kyron Williams, AJ Brown, Garrett Wilson, George Kittle, Marvin Harrison, Shad White, Chris Godwin, Quentin Johnston, Dylan Sampson, Travis Kelsey, Katron Allen, Debo Samuel, and Nicholas Singleton. Ignore this. This is actually the lowest one I got, but ignore it. But thanks for watching. Comment, leave any questions, and just keep monitoring the waiver wire. Pretty much it. Peace.